up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then.
Well, as box office names go, Peter, David Beckham is right up there.
Yeah, he gets the turnstiles clicking, that's for sure, but footballing qualities?
Well, I think any defence is going to be nervous because of the sheer quality he can produce.
Especially over a dead ball.
Yeah, not just that, I think in open play he can deliver for fun too.
No, that's been intercepted. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Yehi, Matheus Nunes. Here's Nico Gonzalez. And here's Aguero. Ribery. Well, they could break here. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, I think he's quickly realised how stupid he was for doing that.
Shapes to shoot! That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Great vision, picked out brilliantly. Chance for a shot! That's put paid to the danger. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some...
Oh no, this does not look good. Nico Gonzalez. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Matheus Nunes picks it up out wide. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Neither side yet able to find the net. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Ribery. Rodri. Ruben Dias. Nico Gonzalez. Vardiol. He's in plenty of space here. And Doku! That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And they're on him in a flash. Oh, just skips past his man.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
That pass isn't the best. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Ribery. Now Foden. And he's having a go!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Mignon punts it upfield. Ruben Dias calmly anticipates. Rodri. Matheus Nunes. That's a good ball out wide. And he's quick to return it. It's Aguero! It's a throw-in. Nico Gonzalez and Cherki. Kimmich. Alexander-Arnold. Vardiol. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Aimed beyond the defence. Alexander-Arnold. Nico Gonzalez. Ribery. And here's Torres. That is a great pick out. He's having a shot! They've scored! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Number 17.
Kalah have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Now it's Foden. Knocks it into space. Foden. And here's Torres.
Vardiol. 1 minute at a time.
Doku.
Bandung have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Rodri. So a temporary halt to the action.
Hello, everyone.
It's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Oh, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. That gets us going once more.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Right, Shevchenko. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. And this is Aguero. Marquinhos does really well to win the ball there. Marquinhos with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Keeper's not concerned by that.
Ah, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Bandung are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause...
Shoots! They've got to be quick to recover this. Beckham. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Aguero has been caught there. It's a foul. Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Rodri has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
And this is Torres. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1.
This is the time you need that pace.
Kimmich. He came in hard, very hard. And the return pass. Cherki. Aguero needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Nico Gonzalez. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Beckham. Looking for the run. Cherki. Rodri. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And it's Alexander-Arnold looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Cherki, Rodri. Now it's Nunez. Nicely weighted ball. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Jeremy Doku. Coming on to replace
And we have
is
our very first
number
corner.
47, Phil Foden.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Shevchenko gets into a good position. He's onside. Gehi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Bernardo Silva. Number 19, Ryan Cherki. Coming on the field. Number 42, Antoine Semenyo. Number 33.
Looking to play him in. Cross needs to be good. That is a brilliant interception.
Manchester really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
This is a promising build-up. And this is Aguero. Out towards the flank. Semenyo! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, you'd really expect him to hit the target from there. Foden.
That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's fabulous. Looking for options for movement. And this is Torres. And this is Shevchenko. And a chance! And that really should have been that.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Ribéry. Space for him to turn and look.
Percy Bandung can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like Land of the Giants in there.
There's the shot! Dispatched clinically. And they are back where they started in this fight for promotion.
Well, the old saying about a wounded animal and all that being at its most dangerous has definitely held through this time.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Beckham. Semenyo. Rodri. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That's a little off target. And it's Shevchenko. Now it's Torres. Oh, no joy this time. And there goes the final whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to...
So here we are, a
today's
new
match.
chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Matheus Nunes was in no mood for any of that. Played into space. Doku providing an outlet on that flank.
Decent attempt at, just a little mistimed.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Manchester clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, shooting chance! He wasn't that far away.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Zabani cuts out the pass.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders. And it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made that inside run.
Bernardo Silva. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Rodri. Ball's played through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Doku! Oh, terrible. And one more try! Well, now that's another chance! But he's left disappointed.
Aguero is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game. Now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Towering header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, now he can run away with it. Well, that pass isn't the best. Foden. Semenyo in acres of space out wide. He has found the way through. Semenyo shapes to shoot! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. Persib Bandung are looking to go forward now. Foden has given away a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Persib Bandung are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
Messi's cross. Terrific effort! And it's a goal! And we have liftoff! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And he plays one through. He's in one-on-one. There's the shot! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And now he has two. And the
Mbappe.
finish! Great effort, but no way through. It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a good run down the left. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Vardiol. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Now it's Aguero. Nice physical challenge. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Frustratingly close. So, third corner of the game. He's there to head it! And he has kept it out somehow.
Vardiol is offering a wry smile there.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Lang. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Mbappe. He won't be happy with that one. Semenyo. Bellingham. It's a pretty loose pass. Rodri. Semenyo. Foden. Foden was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That has not gone well.
Have been indicated.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Mbappe. Foden. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And it's Messi. Aguero. And it's made its way to him. And he's managed to get free. Has to go back here. Takes a shot! Bernardo Silva has got himself a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice.
Foden! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save. And it's half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substitution for Persip Bandung. Number 77.
So the action resumes.
Coming on to replace him
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Mbappe on 2 now, and looking for 3. Matheus Nunes. It's Bernardo Silva. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Not the most accurate pass. Ambitious ball here. Gehi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Can he get on the end of this? It's Aguero! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Aguero clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So their fourth corner of the game. Persib Bandung. Oh, what a mistake! Goes for a shot! And it's been hooked away. And it's going to be another one. They're up to 5 corners now. There's the header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Bernardo Silva. Can he get it through? Picks Aguero! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. Definitely not one of his best. And it's Bernardo Silva. He's picked his way through. Oh, great leap!
Substitution for Persib Bandung. Number 19, Lamine Yamal. Number 7, Jude Bellingham. Coming on the field, number 22, Giuliano Simeone. Number
Rice.
15, Leandro Paredes.
Spence. Paredes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. Matheus Nunes. And Cherki. He's in plenty of space here. Foden has the space to scheme. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Good ball, good take. Decent chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's a lucky 7th corner. Haaland! He will be livid with himself. Spence. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a promising position. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Looking for options for movement. It's played through for him. Paredes. Messi. Simeone. He is through here. Can he finish? It's a loose ball. In he goes again. It's hit the upright. Gehi with the clearance. Nicely weighted ball, spread neatly. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now, can they get him away? Koundé. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Savinho is wide and looking to get onto this. Simeone threads one in. Simeone providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, shoots!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And smartly reclaimed. That's destined for the flank. Mbappe wants to run onto this.
Substitution on the field. Number 47.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Gehi gets across to intercept that. Well read, nice interception. Mbappe. And it's Spence. It's a searching pass.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Cherki.
There will be 3
Board
minutes.
shows there will be 3 extra minutes. That is a great pick out. He's found a way through, and the shot! Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. And he is going into that little black book.
Yeah, in truth there, it was carelessness and I think a little touch of panic, Peter, in that challenge. That usually leads to something unwanted.
So where will he go? And that's one back! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Ryan Cherki.
A shift in momentum, perhaps. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And that is that. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, obviously they'll be disappointed with the loss, but, you know, they'll be back on the training ground working through their problems that will undoubtedly have been highlighted.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to...
Well, football is, of
today's
course,
match.
ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're very much on the way now. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but...
Doku! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Doku actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now it's Aguero. That's destined for the flank. Doku. Bellingham. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Looking for options for movement. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. It's Aguero! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Rudiger attempts a clearance. Brahim Diaz. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. Taken back almost at once. Guardiola. Rodri. Spread out to the left. Doku going face-to-face with his great rival. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Mbappe. Shot, surely! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Mbappe is offering a right smile there.
Cleared away. Madrid given another corner. Corner number 2 then. He's there to hit it! He will be livid with himself. Rodri. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
And it's Diaz. Guardiola. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Haaland. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That's a little off target. Threads one in. Brahim Diaz in acres of space out wide. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Brahim Diaz clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Looking to play him in. And that is headed for the middle. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now then, the ball's come loose. Now it's Rodri. Nice-looking ball. And that's Aguero! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Matheus Nunes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well-timed, excellent interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Alexander-Arnold kept his eye on it, and he's there. Brahim Diaz. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, that's a key interception. Eder Militao. Carreras. Matheus Nunes. Sends it crossfield. Now it's Doku. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Vardiol has it in a wide position. Courtois claims it. Safe hands. Matheus Nunes. Pass somewhat off target. Bellingham running with the ball. Looking for a runner. Neatly clipped into space. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Now that looks a decent ball. Real chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Brahim Diaz clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, third corner of the game. Keeper has taken decisive action. Tries to play it through. And it's lofted through here. And that is expertly dealt with. Short changes him with that pass.
1 minute at a time.
Now he's got space here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He leaps for it! He scored!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
Aguero duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence... And that is all they have time for. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Goals, goals and more goals. That's been the story of the half. The teams separated by the tiniest of margins at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Doku. Tries to pass it through. Tries a shot! And it's come back out to him. No, just not quite.
Haaland certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. No, not quite on the same wavelength. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Haaland. And this is Aguero. Bellingham. And it's Arda Güler. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Matheus Nunes. Oh, some astute defending there. Still just a single goal between the sides. Pinches it off him. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Oh, no joy this time. Eder Militao. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Mbappe! That's going to go a long way.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Brahim Diaz. Coming on the field is
Madrid get their
number 11,
fourth corner.
Rodrigo.
Bellingham! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Vardiol. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Chouameni. He's on it. Can he get away?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Great vision. Rodrigo receives it in a good position here. And he's managed to get rid. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Mbappe. The muscular approach does pay off here. Nico Gonzalez. That has been slung wide. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good take and a chance!
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
It's their second corner of the game.
Number 11, Jeremy Doku. Number 20, Bernardo Silva.
That's really well cleared.
Number 7.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Number 42, Antoine Semenyo.
There's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Aguero. Semenyo. There's the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Now it's Rodrigo. And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper. Well, he's done very well to take that back. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Can he get it through? Vinicius Junior receives it in a wide position. Brilliantly cut out. I think we're just about done here. And this is Aguero.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he's managed to get free. There's a no-nonsense tackle. And that would have been some goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's hoisted clear.
Manchester can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And he has shown him a yellow card. Marmouche. And it's Rodri. Nico Gonzalez.
2 added minutes.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Rodri. Aimed beyond the defence. Chouameni. It's a searching pass. And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Aguero picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
In case of an emergency,
How would you
please
summarise
make sure-
what we...
Hello everyone, and welcome to...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected.
Well, Michael Owen is, of course, likely to be the key player here, Peter. The mere sniff of a chance and he's away.
Who's arguing phenomenal pace as well.
Well, his pace was his game, really. It makes defenders nervous knowing that at the slightest mistake...
It's Gerrard! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Ruben Dias does well to get it back. Looking for the run. That has not gone well. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Serginho! Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Looking for options for movement. He has found the way through. Produces... And a header! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
11 minutes in.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away. This for genuine comfort. Oh no, he's managed to miss it.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
He's having a shot! Goes for a shot! Worth a try, but not this time.
Royce really had a decent crack at that. It was a full-blooded effort. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Xabi Alonso plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cahill promptly onto that, and that is that.
Manchester are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And it's Rodri. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. Looking for a runner. Oh, that was vital. Royce. Robertson. Oh, super ball. Aguero! And the ball's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? Shapes to shoot! And there's his goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they want another.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executes. Oh, it's a shot! Rodri. Real chance! And it's there! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. He is through here. Cafu. Cross from Cafu. That's a good cross in and a good clearance out. Corner number 2 then.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Messi. Hakimi with the clearance. No, he's not getting his way this time. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's picked his way through. Bernardo Silva delivers the ball. Khan deals with that, nice and simple. Pressing high and with purpose. Olise. No way through. Royce. And here's Aguero. Now, can they get him away? There's the shot! And he couldn't finish.
Well, just look at the way the manager's berating his defence. If I was on that touchline, I'd be like that too.
Messi. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Messi is always scanning the pitch for targets. Serginho. Olise does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Royce. And there's green grass ahead of him. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Ruben Dias. It's Bernardo Silva. Played out towards the right wing. Hakimi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they can counter here. Now it's Rooney. And he's got the beating of his man. Oh, what a ball! Takes a shot! And it's been hooked away. It's a pretty loose pass. Olise.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Shoots! And that's a sharp finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
2 goals on the day, and he may not. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 18,
So let's get the ball rolling.
Coming on the field is number 10.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Cahill kept his eye on it, and he's there. That's a cute ball. Oh, shooting chance! Dispatched clinically. It is an explosive start to the second half. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Manchester United cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Always onto this. Messi. Knocks it out wide. He's rising! He doesn't look too happy with that. And he's picked it up out wide. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Aguero. And the finish! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Robertson stood up well to him there. Ruben Dias. And this is Bernardo Silva. Messi spots it and intercepts. Serginho. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great vision. Oh, played through for the wide man. Cahill receives it in a good position here. Serginho. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Xavi Alonso, and it's Rooney. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Hakimi. Edmilson, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's had it nicked away. Nicely spread. Cafu. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He's found space here. Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Serginho is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Manchester clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Well read, nice interception. Pepe. Bernardo Silva chooses to go crossfield. It's run loose here. That'll be a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Michael Olise. Number 20, Bernardo Silva. Number 10.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Number 22.
He won't be happy with that one. And he's decided to go for it. And that is wildly off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Well, good play on the left-hand side here.
Such good technique.
Brahim Diaz. It's a searching pass.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Could move up a gear here. And he cuts out the supply. Hakimi, pass somewhat off target. Nicely shaped ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Ruben Dias. And it's Ed Nielsen. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Manchester really...
Hello everyone, and welcome to
Well, football is of course
match.
ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. Gerrard playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Haaland. Well, played right into his path. Koundé, it's not an especially good pass, that. And it's De Bruyne. And that is a little undercooked. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Can he get it through? Oh, no joy this time. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now, can they get him away? Romero cannot be beaten that easily. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. Now that looks a decent ball. He's being urged to shoot. Haaland! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And it's Modric. Some really good ball movement. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Lovely pass, but can he get there? De Bruyne. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. No, no way through. Gerrard. Ambitious ball here. Aguero in acres of space out wide. And he's managed to... It's Aguero! He's scored! And we have liftoff! Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's good vision. And he's in. Oh, can he finish? He's got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
De Bruyne, and it's Messi. Now it's Aguero. Schneider gets a foot in here. Koundé. Otamendi. Guardiola. Romero. Looking to play him in. Koundé. De Bruyne with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Serginho. It's a good run, this. One that is high in energy. This looks promising. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Messi. Van Dijk. And it's Messi. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Edmilson. Now it's Messi. Van Dijk. Messi. Good ball, good take. Aguero! Oh, it's hit the post!
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Off target by a whisker. Looking for options for movement. Hakimi. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And so the action is resumed. Played into space. And he's straight offside. Modric makes the interception. Oh, easy pickings there. That's a little off target. Gerrard. Messi. It's Van Dijk. And it's Edmilson. And here's Aguero.
Aguero really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's having a shot! Marvellous goal!
What a way to stamp your authority on this game, Peter. He was clearly thinking several moves ahead of everyone in the lead up to the goal. I was thinking at the break someone had to show real courage. That's it.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Milan leading now.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Haaland. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Messi. Great ball, and he's in here. He has found the way through. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. It's Modric! Oh, belter! That is a gem! An absolute gem!
Goal score for AC Milan.
A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Number 6.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Aguero! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
That is a great pick-out. Oh, that's nice. It is a corner.
Substitution for AC Milan. Number
And we
10,
have our very first corner.
Lionel Messi. Coming on the
Oh,
field here.
great leap!
Number 20,
Deftly away.
Sergio Aguero.
And now a sudden chance to counter. There's a towering header! Harmlessly behind. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Van Dijk.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's found the way through. Oh, well played, well played. Schneider. He's a sharp little ball here. Aguero. He's had a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Aguero is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Coming on to replace him is number 16, Rodri.
Corner number 2 then. Aguero. And now they can spring out of defence. Passes short and sharp. Serginho. Pinches it off him. Now it's Haaland. Haaland, and the finish! And no, he had to, and yet he could not. Corner number 3 coming up. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now a sudden chance to counter. In with the challenge. Aguero. Van Dijk.
Might want to be careful there.
Romero did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Aims beyond the defence. He's shifting through the gears here. Nice control. Haaland's cross. And that has been knocked clear. Rodri. Now it's Haaland. Gerrard. And the counter is on. Knocks it into space. And this is Gerrard. He's picked his way, and a chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Substitution on the field, number 9.
So changes afoot here, and from both
Coming on
sides.
the field is number 20, Bernardo Silva.
Now it's Haaland. De Bruyne. Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Number 5, Achraf Hakimi. Coming on to replace him is number 22.
Gerrard.
Brahim
Just
Diaz.
seeing the board now,
There will
it's going to be 5
minutes
extra minutes.
time.
And it's De Bruyne. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's a key interception. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions, and he just attacked the danger.
He's in plenty of space here. And here's Bernardo Silva. And that will be it. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Your reflections then, Jim?
And now, please
Manchester
turn towards
desperately
the screen for
failing
live
to
scores.
impose.
Chers spectateurs, nous vous souhaitons la bienvenue.
The noise
pour
is
ce
just
match.
about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. And the lineup suggests, Jim, that it's going to be a 3-4-3 formation.
Well, Peter, in opting for this system, there's a confidence that stems from the manager and flows through his players. This is a team with courage to get on the ball and look to entertain with an abundance of goals. Plan B is for someone else.
Here's a shot! Wide, but only just.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think there's any doubt he's one of the best around, Peter. Probably one of the best ever. He's an incredible physical specimen and a phenomenal goal scorer. You can't question his commitment and determination either. He's always in peak condition and he'll adapt his game to whatever role is requested of him. I think he's going to have a huge impact on this team.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain. Decent chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Hakimi. Played in. And he's gone looking for safety. Looking for options for movement. And this is Bernardo Silva. Xavi Alonso. But it has been just one side doing all of... Aguero! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That's destined for the flank. And it's McAllister. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Gerrard.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Luis Suarez. Now it's Inzaghi. Hazard promptly onto that, and that is that. Gerrard. Pass somewhat off target. Rijkaard. Now it's McAllister. Now it's Aguero. What's going wide left? Hazard. Hazard! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
And it's Gerrard. Threads one in. That has been knocked clear. This might spell danger. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Now it's Aguero. And that could set him on his way. Oh, he's on. It's Aguero! It's in! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Alonso, and this is Ronaldo. No, again there's no way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's a lovely, neat pass. Serginho makes the interception. McAllister.
There they go, hunting again.
That's a good ball out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's found the way. McAllister! And it's Ed Nielsen. Serginho. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And it's Gerrard! Just too much. Fractions.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Serginho. Ed Nielsen. We are into overtime. Now it's McAllister. Now that's well seen too. Xavi Alonso. Oh, that's ambitious. And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Manchester can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Look at the space here. Pepe did well to stay calm there. Hazard. And he plays one through. Oh, he's one-on-one! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Ambitious ball here. He's through here. Oh, no joy this time. Spread it left. Now it's Inzaghi. Pedri looking to receive it in space. Now it's Aguero. Now, what about a counter-attack? Lille are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. And now as good a time as any to pull level. Luis Suarez! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Still just a single goal between the sides. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Lille really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Pedri, your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting the opposition know that you can be got at, and they can so easily raise the pace and tempo to do just that.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Strong running down that left flank. Gerrard. Now it's Aguero. Oh, now he can run away with it. Aguero was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
He won't be happy with that one. Bernardo Silva. Gerrard. And it's Serginho. And the return pass. Serginho to McAllister. McAllister! And no, just off target.
Changement. Le numéro 20. Le numéro
So a bit of a revolving door here.
place,
Lots and lots of
le numéro
changes.
19. Le numéro 7.
Xavi Alonso. Rijkaard. And it's Luis Suarez. Nicely shaped ball.
Suarez clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way. Manchester clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
That's been cut out, well played. Yamal. Hakimi in acres of space out wide. Cannavaro gets it away. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Silvestre. Xavi Alonso. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Great ball, shoots! Oh, and that should have been two.
Olise has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Changement pour Lille. Le numéro 18.
And we have our very first corner.
Le numéro 22. À leur place, Le numéro 17. Le numéro 24.
Good ball, good take. And that is masterful defending. Lille are looking to go forward now. That has not gone well. And it's Hakimi. Aguero providing an outlet on that flank. Cleared away.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Swings it across. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Hakimi, oh, perfectly measured
Il y
that.
aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
And it's been played through. Cannavaro gets it clear. And he's managed to gift it back. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
Votre attention, s'il vous plaît.
Aguero picking up the man of the match. This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness. Win today, and they will be up there amongst the elite. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We are just getting started.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Oh, he's just misjudged that one. He's a sharp little ball here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's the throw. Serginho makes the interception. McAllister. And it's Messi. Rice. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Serginho. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
This looks promising. Yamal has it out wide and in space. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. And he nearly went all the way.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Sanfrecce Hiroshima with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Cleared without hesitation. He is through here. It's a sweeping cross. Van Dijk can clear it away. Look at the space here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Bernardo Silva. And that's a dangerous ball. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out. Shot, surely! And he has his goal! And with that, they take a giant step towards the promised land. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break?
And the pass is intercepted. McAllister. And no, that was never going to make it. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nicely weighted ball. He's found space here. And it's Koundé. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that was vital. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Rice.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, played through for the wide man. Now this could be a chance. Forced to go back. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Bernardo Silva will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rijkaard looking to pass their way up the pitch. Mbappe! Vinicius Junior. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. That's a cute ball. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Edmilson. That's going wide left. Now it's Hazard, and he's managed to get free. And a chance! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And it's Gerrard. Here's a chance! Koundé does really well to win the ball there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Goes for the shot! Messi. Now it's Mbappe. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Yamal. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter.
Shot a goal! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So, third corner of the game. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's been slipped through. And he's found a way past. Big chance! Goes for a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
It's their second corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. Messi's cross. Hakimi is there, and he can get that clear. Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's got away. Serginho did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Messi. Bernardo Silva is always looking to break lines. Ah, now can they counter? And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Edmilson. Gerrard. Under an awful lot of pressure. Edmilson. McAllister, spread to the right. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's found a way through. It's Aguero! And that is doing no harm at all.
Manchester really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
背番号18エデン・アザール変わりまして背番号14ジェレミ・ドク以上の選手が入ります。
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Oh, he's burst through, and it's made its way to him. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Not the most convincing of passes. Gerrard. Hakimi. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Doku. He's picked his way through. Doku! Denied by an instinctive save.
Doku clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Bernardo Silva. Can he get it through? He's in plenty of space here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Koundé cuts it out.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Floated through. He has found the way through. It's Rooney! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, look, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Edmilson. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, that looks a decent ball.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
It's a searching pass. Oh, this looks sharp. He's found a way through. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's shifting through the gears here. Now, can they get him away?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, he's bustling through here. And the ball's gone astray. Looking to play him in. Aguero! Oh, he's done it! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. We are into stoppage time. Now it's Yamal. And we're done. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. This is going to be quite a party. Serginho picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, I think this has to be one of the sternest tests they have faced as a team. Promotion. And you have to give full credit for the way everyone responded to this. They knew how big this was, how much it meant to the team, and went and got it in the best way possible.